I remember once visiting the aquarium with a friend whose name now feels foreign on my tongue. We were no older than 13 or 14, and our eyes were wide with wonder to see those fish swimming so happily in their big blue tanks. The blurry photos are saved on some long-forgotten online archive that I have no qualms with being locked and lost behind an equally forgotten password. Eventually, those memories faded from being people to places and plans. I remember where we were, I remember the lights and reflections, but I can no longer see that young friend's face without it seeming like I am the one in the tank, and she is looking at me through mile-thick glass. She speaks, but I cannot hear. She laughs, and I can't remember the joke I told. It might be a false memory to say I went when I was 16 or 17 with someone else, but I remember vividly having thoughts of feeling trapped in the same way those fish were, swimming back and forth with no end goal to be had within the four blue walls. To be seen by so many eyes but be unable to truly look back was a feeling I was all too familiar with. How strange it is to empathise with a fish. But when I was older, my mind wisened to both the nature of the world and the nature of me. I could re-enter that aquarium and see all the efforts being made to preserve the marine environment outside those glass confines. I could not bring myself to make those same efforts of preservation, as memories of certain people and certain pasts had been pushed down so deep that it allowed me to see the blue hues more vividly than ever before. I took a picture of my best friend sat in a concave dome facing one of the large tanks. A memory forced its way back to me, my dad behind the camera, taking a picture of me and an old friend sat in the exact same place. It came and then it went, and I smiled, because my friend now was laughing at nothing, but I'd managed to immortalise their smile in a picture I hope would never be lost. I felt as free there as I had when we'd gone for a jolly jaunt in the woods, climbed over rock pools at the local beach, took hour-long bus rides to the middle of nowhere, stood on high cliffs of the nearby coast, or just sat on parallel sofas in our living room, watching movies we remembered from our childhoods. I did not know them in my childhood, and in some ways I'm glad they didn't honour that version of me. Back then, fish were just fish. Now, every pair that swims together is me and you, me and you, me and you. And I'm glad that only one person in the world will understand what those three words mean to me. It makes it so much more memorable.